Welcome, we are now live. It's almost 7 p.m. on the 6th of April, my sister in South Africa's birthday. I've wished her happy birthday, so good stuff there. I've got a short session prepared for you, and I'm keeping it short because it is Easter Monday, and I figure you'll want to clear off and carry on with your holidays, but I do like to keep these sessions going and keep you sensibly focused on your trading journey. So, here we go. One of the biggest mystery scam scandals ever in life is having to pay tax on the money you earn, then paying taxes on the money that you spend, only to be taxed on the things that you bought with the money you were taxed on when you earned it. I'm confused by that. So, as a trader spread betting, there is legally no tax on my earnings. Okay, fair enough. They still take it when I spend then. Just don't catch me both ways. Now, the related issue there is that people then think trading is complicated. Really? Well, wrap your head around what you're paying tax on and where you got the money from to pay the tax on what you're paying it on, and you'll realise everything is taxed. Nowadays, it really is, even the air you breathe. Tonight's episode, then, is aimed at the silent. A lesson with a difference. Hi Claude, good to see you on. Thanks for joining. A lesson with a difference, a message and a thought-provoking challenge to some, perhaps. We'll see. During my live sessions, I always ask for a pip count. Claude, you will be able to bear testimony. Adam and Bob, I'm not sure who else is on. Kuda, you're on. Rusty. There's lots of you on who will bear testament to the fact that during my live sessions, I ask for a pip count. I ask members attending the live sessions, who's in this trade with me? And I ask you for your pip count. You do, says Anne. Yep, always, says Claude. Hi Petra, good to see you on. Thanks for being here. And yes, says Adam. Now, whereas I ask you for a pip count. Sometimes we have maybe 60 attendees, usually somewhere between 40 and 50 on a regular basis anyway, but only the usual and regular 10 to 20 suspects give an answer. Are the silent too private, too shy, or are they perhaps too hung up on their own beliefs that they fail to enter and engage with the trades and the charts that I'm sharing? Hi Rosa, good to see you on. I'm afraid I started about 30 seconds early, so if you're just joining, you might have to watch the first 2 minutes by recording. I'll run that bit again. During the live sessions, always ask for a pip count. Members attending the live sessions, I ask who's in this trade with me, and I ask for your pip count. Sometimes we have 60 people online. It's regularly between 40 and 50, but only a usual and regular 10 or 20 give an answer. And I'm asking, are those who remain silent too private, too shy, or are they perhaps too hung up on their own beliefs that they fail to enter and or engage with the trades and the charts that I'm sharing? In fairness, we hear often from a particularly, let's say, lively member who might share his take on gold. No offence to you, sir. Whilst we are nazzing or dowing things to bits. No problem there. He's hitting targets and he's sharing, and that's a thing. But if you're silent because your beliefs are holding you back, then we need something solid. Something scientific, maybe, to challenge your beliefs and shift your accountability. Well, here's a thought-provoking question then for you, the silent, and it is perhaps going to be difficult to hear. I simply want to open minds, not offend anyone, but I'm willing to take me chances. So, if your beliefs are holding you back, I need you to know there have been, historically recorded, 3,000 gods so far, but only yours actually exists. The others, of course, are silly made-up nonsense, but not yours. Yours is real. Again, I'm not trying to offend anyone here, but I want people to think. Think on this. Regardless of what's next in anyone's life or afterlife, you are real. Right here, right now, in this moment. Also, of course, in the moment that we're placing some of the trades I've been banging on about. Shout me down as a heathen, a non-believer, by all means. But your voice will not diminish what I'm saying here. And the only way to truly strengthen an opinion is by adding some value or merit to it. Now, you know, in my sessions, Bob says, I told you the other day about my 15 pip loss during your webinar. You did indeed, Bob. I appreciate it. And we discussed it, I think. You got it back, though. That's what counts, you know. Where was it? Yeah, you do speak up, in fairness, Bob. But there are many in the sessions who don't say anything. Not a thing. And you wonder, what is that, just like a name on the screen? Did they switch on, log in, so that we'd see their name, and now they're busy watching YouTube or, I don't know, death scrolling through Facebook or something? We don't know, do we? That's the reality, you know. Hi Andrew, good evening James, glad to be here. Taking a midday break from the JOB. Appreciate you spelling it out. Thanks Andrew. Welcome anyway. We're part way through and I'm keeping it short, so I hope you've caught some of what we've said so far. Anyway, to strengthen an opinion, and I don't like opinions by the way, but I'll get to that, add some value or merit to it. The words in your head are loud, but they're not making anything more clear or more wise. Sooner or later, you will need to face the fact that there's a difference between knowing the path, or the truth, and walking the path, or living the truth. Unpleasant, all that really, shaking the foundations perhaps of what some hold very dear. If it mitigates things at all for you, my head is generally empty, and therefore silent when I'm at the charts. Anyone remember the strategy, inspect the Morse? I'm absolutely certain you do, Rosa. Hi Henry, good to see you on. Is it temporary? Thanks to this community. Oh, it is temporary. Good, the job. Indeed, says Anne, and Rusty remembers it. Good. And Rosa, of course, does remember inspect the Morse. It was designed, or I designed it sort of mid-IM days, in order to make traders interrogate every bar, every indicator, or every level of support and resistance on the chart. Well, that's what my brain is busy doing when I sit at the charts. No beliefs, no trust in direction, just a belief in the process of questioning everything, then following up with a justify that kind of approach until the chart proves it. Yeah, okay, I'm a bloody coward and I smash and grab quick pips sometimes. Also though, I've nailed some very beautiful, accurately predicted 200 pip plus moves as well. If you're missing out, trust me a minute, would you? You're in the sessions, you're seeing it done live. It's yours, right there for the taking. Join me. Now, questions please, and ask anything, but if it's proprietary strategy type stuff, I'll answer after the recording ends. Feedback too, of course, please, on the 1 hour Camarilla edit, our latest tweaking of our, I'm going to say, weaponized charts. Thoughts, everybody? So it says, I think more people lose on your session than you think. Maybe it's the fact that some freewheel and don't listen to the exact signals. I note every level you give. I'm tempted to agree with you, Claude. Hence this session about what are the silent doing? Why are they there? What are they thinking? Are they thinking? Are they trading? What is it they want from our sessions? Because always I ask for feedback, always I ask for questions, and always I strive to improve our live sessions. So, yeah, it's possible that some are freewheeling it. We do hear from them later and they say, yeah, I didn't do what you said and I didn't get those pips. It happens. Or I got caught out going too early. It happens. What matters is you still saw that we did it in a specific way with a specific disciplined approach and we still gained pips. A question came up earlier and it was actually, I was on a call with Zach And Zach says, people ask, how do we trade? And I'd actually just like to give you a one-word answer. In fact, I'll ask you guys, the members, how do we trade? Go on, Claude. You're usually first with the answer. How do we trade? How do we trade? Anybody? Anybody? One-word answer there. Safely. That'll do. I like safely. Safely, carefully, cautiously. We trade signals, says Claude. Absolutely. Andrew's the first one to hit the nail on the head. Safely. I was going to say carefully. Safely will do. I love it. Remember, what's the last thing I say at the end of every session? Trade safe, everybody. Trade safe, safely. That's it. With the signals. Employ divergence, direction. Employ divergence, rejection of a line on a signal, and you're going to win. And then just add patience and discipline and stuff. 2 lessons I had to learn. I'm a little slow, says Rusty. I don't believe that. Rules at the open are different than once things calms down. Yeah, I can't argue with that. Pivot trays are not always within the strict rules of the strategy, but have a rule in and of themselves. I like that. I absolutely love it. In fact, nice one, Rusty. You're spot on. As I've let the opal settle down and I learned better to see the pivots, my win rate has gone up. Before that, Claude is right. I took entries late, waiting for the strict signals during the open. Not now, though. Well done, Rusty. That's brilliant. Henry says, I do sometimes have difficulty seeing everything on the chart prior to pushing that button. Do you recommend the silent approach until I develop the correct approach? I don't mind the silent approach, but what I would recommend is question. Question everything, Henry. And yeah, by all means, if we're in a trade, wait for a moment. But towards the end of every session, I ask everybody, questions, anybody? And Claude says, just took a signal, LOL, sorry, 21 pips. I don't mind, Claude. In fairness, you see this here? Look, there's an X up here, there's an A down here, and a B, and a C, and I took that W right there. So I can't say I blame you, Claude. It is what it is. Look what's down here. In the mix there's a big round number, 46,500. A big round number and a big beautiful W with C higher than A and D. Well, it didn't go all the way. I just took, I think, 55 pips or something like that. Petra 2, 30 pips. Well done. Beautiful, beautiful. Like, we can't argue with that. You're taking pips. I'm not going to tell you off. Even within a session, I like it. I want to draw that W up, though. For, some of the people who watch these recordings won't know that a W is a real tangible trading item, and there it is, pips to boot, rejecting a big round number with divergence and the rejection of a line, etc, etc. I'm listening, says Claude, but it was too pretty. A lot of them are, in fairness, and that's one of our levels, isn't it? 560. Having strafed along a 40 for a while, we break up above it and go above 560. Now, you all will see the X, A, B, C, W, and yes, it's a W, it's a little bit bent there, or that little one, X, A, B, C, W. Don't care, there's W's in it. And we've strafed along 540, 40s and 60s a thing, and then racked up through 60. You would have been looking for at least 40 pips to the big round number. If you held beyond, there's a 640. We haven't gone to 660, so you've nailed your pips on the way down, and there's probably 80 in there. So I'm very happy that someone took something in one of our educationals. Well done, everybody. And the 1 hour Camarilla edit, do you like it? Are you using it? Can I get a quick show of hands? Just type me a 1 in the message chat there if you're using the 1 hour Camarilla levels. 1, writes Adam, so there's a yes. I know Claude isn't yet. Matt's not on. There's a few not at this point. Brett isn't. I'm surprised. Okay. If someone needs help, Claude will. Wayne's a 1. If you need help setting them up, holler. Art is a yes. Anne's a yes. Brilliant. Okay. I think they make a difference. These are obviously Camarilla levels based on yesterday, but we've got them based on the last closed hour, and they give us a nice little, breakout kind of thing. Henry, if you reach out to Matt, he'll be able to set you up. I haven't got them on TradingView myself, but I absolutely believe they're worth it. Now, just for those who are interested, I'm going to let you know. I've already got some notes ready for next week. That's how well prepared I am. Next week we're going to be looking at a second income and why we need one. That's it. And how to create one. Well, we're busy doing that with the sessions. There's probably going to be some tech stuff in there as well, but why not? I am prepared. I just want to let you know that that's how far ahead generally I prepare. Now we're 15 minutes into the recording. There are 2 mats. Okay, Henry, remind me in a session and I'll fix it up. Oh, brilliant. Okay, Petra, then you're in the right place because it's coming. We're 15 minutes in, so I'll probably end the recording right there, and I'll end it with a thank you all for attending and trade safe. See you on the next live one, and then if you guys have anything that you want to question on a strategy, we can switch to that. Thanks all. Bye bye. Recording.